We are here at the 2025 Metallic Cat NCHA Futurity, and we are with Cameron Shepard,
Blakely Semino,
and Jen Seymour.
And so Lynn and I kind of talked several months ago, I guess, about interviews and who she's interviewed and who she wants to interview in the future, and we were talking about different trainers that have podcasted with other podcasters out there, and we were both kind of talking about, hey, nobody ever hears from the other side, and the wives and the girls, the women behind the men, I think is what I posted earlier today. So thank y'all for being here with us and agreeing to give us a little bit of inside scoop.
You'll definitely get some stuff.
Yeah, get a little bit of scoop.
This is what
about,
it's like to be a trainer's wife.
Cheers.
Yes. It's hard work all day long, and
It is.
and I commend all three of you and many of the other ladies in the industry, because I have seen all three of you on the grind. Like from the time you walk in with the horse and the bridles and the boot bag and the chaps and all the things, loping, getting that horse ready, watching your husband's show, cheering everybody on. It's tough. It's a hard life. So you gotta love it.
Yep.
But so I'm gonna lead off with a few questions. And first, would y'all like to kind of give us a little bit of background of who you are and who you're married to, and start us off?
You want me to start?
Go ahead.
I'm Blakely Semino, and I'm married to Chet Semino. We're from Bowlage, Alabama.
Yeah.
You want me to go? I'm Cameron Shepard. I'm married to Cade Shepard, and I have actually grown up in this. My dad was a horse trainer, Jason Clark, so I've pretty much been in it my whole life, and here I am now, still in it.
And will forever be in it.
Yeah.
I'm Jen Seymour. I'm married to Colt Moore, and we're located right now at Blue Ridge, Texas, on a feed yard. So that's really fun.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff. An abundance of cattle all the
Yeah,
time.
you
huh?
constantly have cows 24/7.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
That's what Tony always tells me. They have so many cows, and I'm like,
So many.
Good
It's
for
really
them.
nice. Because if I mess up a cow, we just let another
Get
one.
another
kick it
one.
out, get another one. We'll get to that later. We're talking
Yes.
about turning back. We're going to have
Yeah.
some good stories about turning back. Okay, each one of you, one of the lead-off questions was, do you have a history in cutting? And I know Cameron and Blakely a lot more extensively, I guess, than you, Jency. So I'm very interested to find out, how we got to this point. So Cameron, like you were saying, your dad is a
he's
trainer.
a horse trainer.
You grew up in the industry. No
Yeah.
other life.
No.
So this craziness is normal,
This is normal.
right?
Yeah.
And Blakely, you have a different side of that view because you showed me
Yeah.
non-pro.
We grew up doing it. We started, me and my sister both, when I was 11 and she was 12. Or I was 10, she was 11, I don't know. But we started off our first show in Batesville, Mississippi. And we started then, and we have not stopped since. So,
And funny connection, your trainer was Austin,
yes.
who's Cameron's father-in-law.
Yep.
Father-in-law.
And I actually met my husband through Austin, and he
Worked
was
for
working
Austin.
for Austin, and that's how we met.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And then Jency.
So my dad branched. My mom was a school teacher, and we got into junior rodeos, and then that led into cutting. And so we did cutting as a hobby growing up. So we would come here and show like in the scholarship cutting every summer, and that's how I got to meet everybody. But I had to go to school, and I played sports, and I lived like a normal life, and I didn't know this was what it was about when I got into it.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it was shocking, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I envy the life that y'all grew up in, because I didn't know it was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, like Jency, we probably went to a normal elementary, middle, high school, did all the
So, yeah,
stuff,
I went
whatever.
until I was in the 6th grade. And
Right.
then we homeschooled until we graduated. And then, but yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I went to
I mean,
school.
you went to-
I went to
I did
school
the
for a
sports
while.
and
I
all
really
that,
had
but,
no
yeah.
interest in horses growing up at
Yeah.
all. I really didn't care for it. I mean, I had to work every morning, and it's made me a better person because
Yes.
I probably would have been a brat. I mean, he made me have a work ethic, and I thank him for that.
And that's the good thing about
Yes.
this horse industry.
Yeah.
It makes you realize like the work ethic that you have to put in,
Yes,
and
it's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
one of the, I think one of the best industries to raise
To
kids
grow up
in
in.
and grow up
It is,
in.
100%.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't do that, I don't know what I would
Yeah,
do.
there's no telling what we'd be doing.
And I had no interest in doing it at all
Yeah.
until I married Cade or got with Cade.
But I just feel like, y'all saw that this was a possibility. And then, Jency, you saw because you were coming to shows like this.
Yep.
I showed 4-H in South Carolina and on backyard horses that my parents were like, if
Yeah.
it bucks you off and breaks your leg, get back on. And,
Yeah.
and so I didn't know that this even existed until I met Tony
Other
in
things, yeah.
2011. So I am envious that y'all grew up
Yeah,
in this.
in it, yeah.
And it's, I don't know, I've always thought that was really, really cool. And I've known Blakely since you were, how old were you?
Yes.
Been in 2012?
11.
Yeah.
So right when we, yeah.
So-
right
So
when
it'd
we
been
started.
you, Grayson and Gavin, Cade,
yep.
Colt. And I've got some really good Colt stories.
So bad.
Thank God for Jency.
Yeah,
Thank God for Jency because, woo.
Bad.
But then I didn't really meet Cameron until like y'all were in your late teens,
Yeah,
early
later on.
20s. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel kind of like I've watched some of y'all grow up, and
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
not
You
that I
pretty
was
much
that,
have,
I
yeah.
was like 21.
You
but
were young.
Y'all were 11,
You're
so I
still
wasn't
young.
paying much attention.
You're still young.
Yeah, I
We
feel like
all
I'm
were.
21. But so it's just neat how everybody has some type of equine background, and it's all led us here today.
Yeah.
So let's see here. My phone wouldn't quit locking up on me. What was your first opinion of the cutting horse industry?
Yeah.
I mean,
I loved it from the get-go, I think.
I didn't.
You
I
didn't,
really
though.
I really didn't care for it because I had
You
to
didn't.
do it.
She didn't care
No,
nothing.
I
I
didn't
remember
care
when
at all
she
to do
was.
it. I
We've
played
been friends for
softball.
so long, and you didn't even care about.
I did not
horse.
want to show. I was pretty much, not forced, but I showed at the Derby every year at the youth scholarship, and
Yeah.
that was about it. And I really didn't enjoy it, but I mean, it was
She
fine.
just did it, and she
I just
still did
it.
good, but
It
she
was
didn't care.
fine.
She didn't give a shit about
Yeah,
it.
it was. I more so looked forward to seeing all my friends at the show.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think
but,
that's
like,
what was so much
yeah.
fun about the Cuttins is going, and when we
seeing
were
all your
young, you got to
friends.
see all your friends,
Yeah, that
and
was-
that
Yeah,
was what I looked
my
forward to.
opinion. I mean, I really didn't have the choice to have one. I just did it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it was fun.
Right.
And now I enjoy it a lot more now than I used to.
I loved it. Like, it was how we spent our family like summer vacations because my parents worked, so they would only have like a week out of the year to have a vacation. So we would come to Fort Worth, and that was like the
Yeah.
highlight of our year. And so I, would wake up every morning, feed horses, clean stalls, go to school, come back home, ride, and I just like couldn't wait to get to
Loved
the
It's
next
like
one.
anything you could do to be
I
on a horse,
loved
around
it.
a horse.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And we had our youth horses, but my dad, like, he was so good about you work your own horse and figure it out. And if you don't do good at the next show, then fix it at home.
And I think that's super important.
yeah, it was incredible.
And I remember, so when Gavin Callahan's dad, Jarrett, owned a stud named CR First Tough.
Yep.
And you would have been maybe.
I was, because how old was I? Because I showed him
You
at
were
the.
like in the one of the world.
It was one of the World Finals, and I
Yeah,
showed
you
him,
showed
and
him
then
in the
they
youth.
put him in the sale, the center
They
ranch
bought him
sale,
after, yeah.
and they bought him after that.
Well, I
and
remember Jarrett being like,
he was so much
I'd let
fun.
Blakely pull on anything I got.
Oh, shit.
And you were probably like
Like
13.
13,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so,
He
I
was
mean,
so rank, yeah.
you're
that was a
all
good
three
horse.
so talented. And I just remember I was in my early 20s when he said that, and I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, I've got this like 13-year-old girl that she can pull on anything.
So,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
can show, and but no, I do think that that's super duper important to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't feel like quite such a fish out of water.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, a lot of times you got to just figure it out on your own, because if you
Yeah.
get told too much stuff, you might start going crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Too many
it's
opinions.
too many things at one time. It's like let's focus on one. Let's focus on.
Let's focus on
stop
this.
it.
Time. Stopping
Yeah.
and turning. You're stopping and turning.
Do I have to work on all that today?
Yeah. Do I
mean,
have to
shit.
work on not putting my leg on
Yeah.
and
I
then putting
know.
my leg on, and you just.
It's too much.
Cameron, in your opinion, and I have personally worried about this, do you think, and I'm not saying that the lifestyle was forced
Yes.
on you, do you think that made you maybe not so much rebel, but say, hey, I'm going to do my own thing for a
Yes,
while?
for
and,
sure.
And then you did the horses
Yes,
later? I worry
yeah.
about that with Tate.
Yes.
Because
No, I definitely wanted to do my own thing, and I loved going to school, and I loved playing sports. And then I started hanging out with Cade, and I really still didn't really care about horses,
Yeah.
but I just liked him a lot, and so I
Yeah.
started hanging out
And
with
he
him
liked
more,
horses.
and he
Yeah.
loves horses,
Yeah.
so kind of just added up, and
Exactly.
then like it just, I don't know, it just kind of happened where I started enjoying it a
Yeah.
lot because, I don't know, I just got away from going
Yeah.
to school and doing sports, and at that point, I didn't even want to go to school anymore. I started homeschooling.
Yep.
And
Because she used
From
to be a
then on.
badass softball player.
yeah, did play softball. I loved it.
So
Yeah.
overall,
And
elite
she
athlete.
stopped it all
Yes.
for Cade.
I mean,
Stopped it all for Cade.
Cade.
yes.
You know, that's what this podcast is all about. These guys that we
Yep.
just stop our lives for.
Stop our lives for. I mean,
It's worth
who
it.
knows
It's
where I
worth
could have
it.
been by now. I don't know.
Like how you look directly at it.
I kid. I wasn't that good, but
And I've seen all three of you get horses ready. There's a little fly on my shoulder, but get horses ready for all three of them to show. And y'all get off the horse. They get on. They dry work. They run up and down behind the judge's pin. You know,
Yeah.
and so then they stop and they back up.
Yep.
They look back like this, and you brush the tail out, and they walk down to the herd, and then y'all are the loudest in the pen
Yep.
cheering
Right.
for them. And I just, you know,
It's our job
innately,
to,
it's
the
yeah,
most
to-
nerve-wracking thing.
It is, yeah, you're so nervous because you want to prepare them to be
good.
perfect for them when they get on them.
yeah,
And you want them to feel exactly how they want them to feel because
Right.
we're their wives, so we know what they want to feel. And so when they get on them, you know, you just want to have them and you hope that you have them perfect for them. Because
And,
if
yeah.
you don't, you're
gonna
going
hear
to
about it
know.
You're gonna hear about it later.
you'll hear about
You're
it.
going to hear that they were
And-
too fresh or they
yeah.
were too tired or they, so, you know, we
Yeah.
get to hear that. But at the same time, if we're in their shoes, then, you know, we got to
want to
kind of
feel
look
the
at
same,
it
yeah.
in that perspective.
And we
So,
just, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want them to do good.
Yeah, we just
want
want
them
them
to
to
be
do good.
happy. So
And wouldn't y'all agree that there's certain horses, and we will get into this more later, but throughout your lives and your careers, there are certain horses that you have a special connection with and that you love, and that you, I mean, just
For
as much
sure.
as you want your husband to do well,
want
you
the
want that
horse
horse.
to do
yeah, you want that horse to
You
do
want
good.
that horse to do well too. And that is for me a driving force too. Just loping as an amateur
Yeah.
for an amateur. It's just one of those things.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, what is it like to show a horse with your husband in the pen with you? Is it the most fun thing you've ever experienced in your
Oh,
life?
yeah.
When I first started showing with Colt helping me, he'd be in my corner and I couldn't hear him. And I don't know why. And he'd be like, I was screaming.
Is it because you're used to tuning him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I stuck him out front and I was like, well, turn me. And so I got new cow hill. And then finally we switched back and I can hear him now. But
Yeah.
there for a year, I was like, you're going to have to move out front and I can hear you out
Yeah.
front when my hand's down.
Exactly.
But not
Yeah,
back
no,
there.
back. That's what I mean. It's fun, but you know, I remember one time I was showing, and he gets so nervous for you because he wants you to do good, but and Sean told him like, hey, you need to shut up in the corner. Like,
talking so
He was
loud.
talking so loud. He was like, I mean, the judges could hear you. Like, just let her show, let her do her thing, and you know, say what you want, but you need to stop because sometimes
work out.
they care so
They do.
much
They just want
that
you to
they
do
want you to
good.
do good, but then they don't even realize that they're just, hey,
Losing it.
sit down, do this, do that.
And do you want to turn around and be like, don't talk to me
And I'm,
that
yeah,
time?
and then I'm like, okay, but if you
Side-eye.
don't shut up, I can't focus.
Lower your voice when you talk to me, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
But
they want us to
they
do
just
so
want you to
good,
do
so it's
good.
just, you know, it's
I think
fun.
with having Cade in my corner, I mean, more so for me, and I don't know if this is bad, but Austin's also in my corner, and I find myself listening.
To Austin.
I would too.
More.
I 100% would
I mean,
too.
he's just like right. I mean,
Yeah.
he's on the side that I walk down on, and so I find myself just always looking over there. But I still do hear Cade, but I find myself always going
Yeah.
over to
Yeah, because her
Austin.
husband helps
Yeah.
me in
Yeah.
the corner every time.
And he's such good
So he's-
help. And
you're
I
right.
hear him talking, but I always hear Austin.
Austin, and I
Like,
love when I hear Austin
because
up top
before-
talking
yeah,
to me.
before Cade turned his card in,
Yeah.
Austin was down there helping me, not Cade.
Yeah.
Like I
Right.
was showing with just him and my dad, and so my dad now turns back, but I find myself just listening to him more,
Oh, yeah.
and that's just what I'm used to.
And Cade has helped me before,
Yeah,
and he is a
he's
super
great.
calming
Great.
force.
Yes,
I
very
mean,
calm.
He doesn't
No,
talk
he
gruff
never
to
gets worked
you.
up.
Like Gavin's over there, like, slow us down. I'm like,
That's who I have in my corner is Colt and Gavin.
Yeah.
yeah, does he get on? And then when you mess up, does he walk out and go, takes his bridle rein and he goes, and Kevin and Amy and I are always like, ooh, we got the look today.
Yeah,
we
you're
got the
like,
look.
because your first, like, as soon as you get done showing, I feel like our first thing we do is look at them.
Yeah.
husbands,
Because
yep.
you're like, you can tell if you did good or not
Yep.
by sometimes looking at them.
When they
'cause,
trot out in front of you,
Yep.
you know
yeah,
you
if
did
they're
bad.
gonna leave or they're gonna either look at you
Tell
and
me I did okay.
like if they say, "Well, good job," you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I did
Maybe
okay.
I did okay.
Maybe it was okay."
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
And they do want you to do really
They
good.
do.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's why they get the way they
Yes.
do,
I-
and that's
One thing that I always hear Cade telling me, I don't know if it's me, but like whenever I'm walking back to get a cow cut, I think I take my time a little too much. He's like, walk into the herd. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm
there.
kicking. I'm trying.
Working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get there.
I know.
He's like, get, okay.
There's so much that they tell you, y'all guys. I mean, it's just. But they care so much,
They
and
do. They just
we
want you
are
to do good.
thankful
And there's a
for
lot
y'all.
of money on the line.
Yeah.
There
Real
is.
good money.
Entry fees
It's-
aren't cheap.
Yep, that's right.
There is. And that just adds another layer of pressure,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Let me get back to my little
Hey, Ross.
questions here.
Hey, Ross. This is the famous Ross.
This is the mascot of the NCHA, Ross Shepherd.
This is Ross.
Let's see. So, all right, this is a question that, like, I have a funny story, and I know every single one of you have a funny story, and I want a good, like, legitimate, transparent story about this. But do you have a good story about having to turn back for your husband while you're trying to get horses worked at home, at a pre-work, at a show, anything good like that?
Oh,
Well,
let's hear yours
I
first.
personally, for my marriage, choose because we have had a bad experience, because it's just a lot of pressure in the situation. They're trying to get their horses worked, and there has been some tears involved for me. So for our marriage, I have chosen that I do not turn back for Cade. Our help or his dad turns back for him. I can turn back for Austin. We're good, but I choose to not turn back for Cade.
I get
For
it.
the sake of our marriage.
No, well, let's hear a story of why you don't.
Well, I cried one time, so
What
there
did
you
he
go.
say?
What did he tell you?
I need the tea.
I mean, I like to go really fast.
Yes, she does.
I do like to go fast, and it's because I'm trying to get there. And
Because if we don't get there, we're gonna get in trouble.
yeah, and then we're going too slow,
We're
so I'm
either
trying
too
to get around
fast
the
or we're too
cow.
slow.
I just,
Yeah.
I'm trying my ass off, and it just turns out to be too much, and then
And then they get
he
upset
gets
because
mad,
it's too much.
and then I know he doesn't mean it in the heat of the situation, but they say
Because they say, what does all the
Cuss
trainers
words.
say? What
It's
stays
in
in
the-
the pen?
yeah.
I hate
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
What
they
happens
all
when the pen stays?
stays
It
in the
doesn't
pen.
stay.
No,
It doesn't
does not
stay
It
because
leaves. You got to go to bed with him. It doesn't
Yeah,
stay.
because sometimes
I'm like,
it-
you made me mad. in the pen
sometimes
spin.
what
I
they
cried.
say hurts.
It does.
Because
but
you're
it's
like,
fine.
I'm trying my ass off for you,
Yeah.
and then I'm getting yelled at
Yeah.
because I got around the cow too
Yeah.
damn fast, or I didn't go to the
Exactly.
shoulder of it right.
So for the sake of our marriage, I don't turn back.
Yeah, I've just let our help turn back for now because I just don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mean to yell because he really is a calm person.
Yeah.
Really? Yes.
Yes, he is. He really is a lot calmer than y'all think.
Yeah.
He has his days, but he just wants his works to go so perfect. And it's not going to be perfect every time. And that's what
It's
I try
never
to explain to him, that because I like to always say, be positive, because that's my favorite line is be
Be
positive.
positive.
And he's like, fuck the be positive. He's like, I want a good work. And
It's
I'm
just
like,
hard.
I know, but
It's hard. I'd rather
you
have
gotta,
Austin turn back. He knows what
yeah,
he's doing.
yeah, just let
And I'm
somebody
fortunate
turn back.
enough to have Austin there to
Yeah.
turn back.
Yeah, because
So-
we can turn back for him, but it's honestly best just to let our help turn back if you have that option.
I don't
so
have
that
that
way,
option.
Yeah, poor
that
Jency,
way,
she's gotta turn back all the
you know,
All day, every day.
you don't go back to the barn and they don't have to explain to you why you messed this up and that up, and you
Or
were
why
the
they're
problem for their work.
they're
or
really
something.
not
and they
that
can
mad
blame
at
it.
you.
They can blame it on the help, and
Yeah.
the help can take it the way they want.
and then we'll hear about it.
yeah,
too.
we'll hear about it too, but it's okay.
It's
We-
no problem. No
that's
matter.
what. Yeah, we're here for them to listen, I guess.
I've done
Let's hear
gotten
yours.
away with it the last
Give us
couple
a
years.
good cult story.
I got one from a couple days ago. That's
Oh,
fresh.
give it.
Oh,
Oh, we're on site.
Yes,
We need
so-
that one.
Like when he worked for Russ and Colt turned back for each other. When he worked for Adon and Colt turned back for each other, and then Cooper would if Adon wasn't there. So I've never had to. until this year when we went out on our own. Oh my God, a lesson every day. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get good at this because it's not that hard. You turn the cow. And so when he would get mad at me, I would just try to run him over.
Run him over?
Yeah.
Run
Yes.
the cow over.
I like that.
And
I
it's
like that approach.
He's
I've
like,
tried that,
good,
yeah.
good, that's what I like. I'm like,
You like that?
I'm like, I'm angry.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Angry, and I'm trying to ruin your work, but it's going good.
Ellie.
And then, like, I feel like when you're married to somebody, you pick up on, like,
Yep. Yeah.
like a lot more than somebody, like, I hope doesn't. And you pick up on these cues, and you're like, I know you're mad at me right now.
Yeah.
And I know when I miss my shot, and I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, we're working like a 2-year-old or something in the practice pen, and the cow, like, he wanted to work around, and the cows were running everywhere, and I'm trying to put them back in the middle and turn back, and you know, the whole deal. And Brock, who works for Sean's, like at the gate, and I'm all huffy puffy, and Colt's laughing about it at the end, and I'm like, let me out of this gate. And Colt pops off and is like, Sean gives Brock looks all the time, and I yell back, well, Brock doesn't have to sleep with Sean every night.
Or at least we hope.
At least we
hope that he doesn't.
And I was like, there's the difference.
Yep, that is
And
so
that
true.
is, that is
It's
true.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
But
I
it's
mean,
hard.
right.
And yeah, you want to get a good work, but when they're yelling time, that's
yeah.
a little stressful
Yeah,
too.
that's a
You're
little
like,
stressful.
Let me tell you all about two amateurs that are slamaturing these horses together. So we're at the house 2 years ago. Tony's got a half brother, the Kinky baby. And the poor horse wasn't even broke out till he was 3. Like, he wasn't halter broke till he was 3. He wasn't broken out till he was 3, whatever. Tony's like, I'm going to train this one myself. And I'm like, and so he, you know, breaks the horse out himself. He starts working him, whatever. Well, we're at the house one day, and I'm going to turn back. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. And so we're in our cupboard, and he sets up this row of panels. He's like, I'm going to make this really easy on you. I'm going to put one cow, and you're going to be in there with it, and I'm going to be on this side of the panels, and nothing can go wrong. Because we'd already tried to work around together, and like there was cows going everywhere. Like, all right, whatever. So I'm in there, and he's doing his thing, and I do get a little bit distracted. Like, I'll be out here looking at who's driving up or whatever. And so he'd already yelled at me a couple times, like, get around, get around, get around. I'm thinking, you don't even know what you're doing. And so I guess at one point, I'm riding this horse that's not even a turnback horse. It's an X-rope horse. It's an Appaloosa. We call him Happy Appy. Happy Appy is not happy to do his job. Happy Appy's ticked off every day of his life. He's not really broken the face. And he screams at me, Laura Beth, get in the effing game. And I was like,
Oh no, you didn't.
I was like, I'm going to show you the effing game.
Yep.
So I dismount Happy Appy. I open the panel. There's that little walk-through gate. I leave it open so the cow can run through towards Tony and his horse. And I take the reins. And poor Happy Appy, I threw him on the ground. And I went and I got in my truck and I left.
Walked your ass out of
And he was like,
there.
where are you going? And I was like, I'm getting in the effing game.
It's like they don't understand
Yeah,
that, like
no.
what they're saying.
I went
is
home and folded laundry, and I was like, you know. And he told Lynn yesterday when they were talking, he was like, yeah, you never work cows with people you've seen naked. Horses, cows,
So true.
It's true.
anybody you've ever seen naked, you just
Don't do it.
Don't mess with livestock with them because it doesn't go well.
Never does.
Because I guess you're on a different level with those people. But
I just
anyway,
feel way too comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because we just know all their expressions and
Yeah,
everything.
side eye,
the faces.
Like,
Yeah.
I just know when he makes that look, but I'm like, the damn horse looks good. Just quit.
don't look at me in that
Like,
tone of voice.
can
Yeah.
we just walk out already? You know?
Yeah.
Like, quit.
Just quit. Like I'll sometimes like just and it makes he laughs about it now, but every time he's working a horse and it's like going good, I'll just like secretly like I'll start whistling
off.
with that, and I'll start like looks good, like it's like I'm like that's my cue, like hey,
you're
could
whistled
you
out.
please quit? Like your horse looks good.
Yeah.
When Stacy comes to the barn and she watches, she'll whistle them
She'll
out.
whistle.
Like, stop.
Like quit.
Do they
like,
listen to Stacy?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
A
They
lot
don't
of the time,
listen.
But they don't listen to no one.
I feel like Stacy would have more of an like an iron.
She
iron
does.
fist
They
than-
they do listen to her pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
she sees everything and she knows what she's talking about
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They listen to her.
Yeah.
She likes to watch at home, We have cameras in the arena.
Oh, so she'll sit at home and watch?
So she sits at home and watches in her chair while she's doing bills.
If I
And
don't go to the barn, that's what I turn the
so
cameras on
she can
so
see
I can
what's going
see.
on. So if you have a bad work, you might hear about it after. You never
So
know.
Austin's never out there like working a horse and his
Yeah.
phone starts ringing?
Yep.
Oh, really?
I mean,
She'll call?
it
That's
may-
what I'll text you and say,
Maybe
well,
a
it looked
text,
fine to me.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, he yelled at you.
Yeah.
why are we doing
That's like in the moment, you're really ticked off and it makes you so mad. But
later
you
you
can laugh
laugh
about
about
it.
it.
Laugh about it later.
Every
Oh, yeah.
time, though, that happens, you always laugh about it after.
You just shake it off.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it really is funny if you think about it. Like,
This
why you get
job-
so mad sometimes, you're like,
Well, in the life itself, there's so much pressure. It's high pressure. It's a hard job. It's whatever. So the like craziness that we all experience, you kind of have to laugh about it later
If you
on.
don't, you'll go crazy.
Oh yeah, and it is comical when you sit back and you look at
You
things
really
that
do
have
think about
happened.
it. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
like, what kind of world are we actually living in?
Like,
oh,
we're
yeah.
just chasing cows.
Cows.
we're chasing cows and
Riding horses and,
whistling at each other.
yeah, I
and,
mean,
I'll be like telling stories to my best friend who doesn't ride or anything. She's like beyond what
Yeah.
we do throughout. She's like, that is insane.
yeah, people
Yeah,
think it's crazy. And then,
crazy, it
and a lot
is.
of people think it's easy, but then you're like, well, you think it's easy, why don't you come work for us for about 2 weeks and you tell me what
Give
you
it a
think
go.
of
Yeah.
it. And because it's not, I mean, it's not easy, but you enjoy it if you love it. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta love it to do it.
yes, you do. It has to be in your blood. You have to see
Yeah, 'cause
the
I
future
mean,
of it.
Exactly.
I love going to the barn. I love being around the horses. I love doing that every day. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't.
Go crazy.
Yeah, I'd go
crazy.
crazy
Yeah.
because I mean, I just had a baby and I hadn't ridden in 9 months.
We
so
do need to mention that Blakely had a baby.
10 days ago.
Yeah,
10
so
days.
now she's out here.
So you know, I haven't got to ride anything in like 9 months, and it's hard on you because when you ride every single day and then you don't get to at all, it's rough.
It is rough.
So, but it makes you love it so much more. So like, cause I cannot wait.
You're like counting down the days.
Oh.
Till she's
She's
back.
itching.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Itching.
I'd get on tomorrow if I could, but I'd get yelled at if I did. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
so
So we'll just sit here tonight and talk about
yeah,
it.
we'll just drink beer. 10 days postpartum.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, working cows, doctoring, sorting, feeding. Do y'all enjoy doing this together, or do
I
y'all
do.
even do it together?
Because me and Chet do because Cameron don't. Do you
Hell
do
no.
it?
I used to when I was young and dumb.
Hey, I like doing it because I do love going to Dr. Cows, but Lord Jesus, sometimes not long ago I did get so mad out there roping cows with him that I literally just turned around and loped back to the barn because I said, all y'all out here, I'm going back to the barn because they just pissed me off.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
no, they
Because I mean, it's like doctoring cows. Like
Yeah.
I've doctored cows with my dad growing up, and you know that's chaotic, and you're
And you know what you're
still
doing.
getting yelled
yeah,
at.
and I mean, but you're still gonna get yelled at because you know you're not gonna do it right.
Austin and Cade Dr. Cows. I used to. When it was fun to ride out there and get the cows up until they start running and you're
And
chasing
then
them
you're
down the
chasing
fence
them, and then it's
You're
chaotic.
getting yelled at.
I hate
don't
cows.
do
I
that
don't care if they
anymore.
die.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean,
know?
I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I hate cows so much.
good.
Can we just work the flag every
We
day?
grew up ranching, so like we would drag calves, and my dad's friends would come and help. But a lot of the times it was just my sister and my dad and myself.
So you got.
You've already
some-
been put through the ringer.
You got
Oh.
some stories.
And it's we never had lights out at the chutes or anything, so it was hotter than hell, and it was awful. We'd be like, Dad, I think I'm gonna pass out. You got to stick with it. We can't stop now.
Yeah, get over it.
And so when Colt came around, I was like, heck yeah, we got another helper.
Yeah.
And we don't really work cows anymore because we live on the feedlot and they do their deal and we just work them. But when we were dating, I thought it was awesome. We had
Yeah.
another helper.
So y'all got along doing
we
it.
got along doing it. I was
Well, that's
happy
good.
to help.
Do you think that y'all probably would still get along
Yeah.
doing that part of it?
Yeah, which I think I know more about doctoring cows
Probably.
than him.
I would tend to agree, Jency.
So I think he would
tend
get
to
his
agree.
feelings hurt a little bit, but
Yeah, like you can definitely probably rope better than him.
no, I don't rope. I was
Oh,
always
you
ground
don't?
crew. I had to flip the calves. Like 100-pound Jency out there.
You probably still flip it better than him.
I broke my
Yeah.
nose because it was getting too dark out. And
Yeah. Yeah.
He-Man.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fun to do something different than
It
work
is.
courses
I
in the
mean-
arena all day long. So when you get to go do that, and you get to take some beers, and you get drunk maybe a little bit, and then you go rope cows and doctor them, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Maybe that's more of like a release.
Sure.
To me, that's what I like to do when they want to go doctor.
We're like just to ride out in the pastures and get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.